Hello there and welcome back to my channel. My name is Courtney and I am a flower preservationist and business educator sharing all of my tips and tricks that I have learned as I have grown my preservation business. I am so excited that you are here and I'm even more excited about the things I am going to share with you today. In the flower preservation world, you have all of the obvious tools that you need to preserve flowers. But today, I'm going to share with you my 6 favorite tools that you might not have actually thought about needing for your preservation business. Are you ready? All right, let's get started. Here they are, my 6 favorite flower preservation tools that you may not have expected to need. So let's start with the first one, which is the Flower Color Guide. This book has been amazing to have, especially when I first started doing flower preservation. I love flowers, but I've never really been very knowledgeable about the names of a lot of them. So when we would get a bouquet in, if there was a flower that I didn't recognize, I would go to the color book, figure out which color the flower is. It's all divided by color. Find the color of the flower and learn which one it was. I legit learned so many names of all these flowers within a short period of time because of this book. Now, I will say there's been a time or two that it didn't have a particular flower, and I don't remember which one it was, unfortunately, but it's really only been a couple in the last 3 years, so it's really not that big of a deal, but it's a great resource overall to have, especially if you're new to the flower world itself. This is a desk vacuum, and y'all, this little guy is one of my favorite things ever. While I'm designing my pieces, silica gel and petal crumbs get everywhere all over the table, and this little vacuum is a perfect little thing to just quickly clean up the mess, get it all off my desk, and get on to the next design. Seriously, my favorite. Next is adjustable light stands. These are actually one of the first things I bought when I started and I was setting up my room for pouring. I knew that the light that I had on my fan just wasn't going to be enough, so I needed more. And I love that these are adjustable because you can see I can literally put it over the entire table. So if I have things all over it, I can just move it to wherever I need it to be. I can swing it to the other way, to the other table next to it, and it's perfect. I just love this guy. I have several of them all over my workroom now, and they're perfect for just having light anywhere that you need it to be. This one is also one of my favorites. This is a nail buffer block. A fun story, like I've had these all the time in my bathroom for my own nails, and one day I had a little piece that came out of the mold that really didn't need a big sanding job, and I hate sanding, so I just needed something small, and a light bulb went off, and I was like, dude, I can use this little file for it and just fry it around the sides, and it works perfectly. So I have a bunch of these that I use. Levels are also super important, and I have 2 different ones. And if you're thinking like, why do you need levels? Aside from you doing tables, why would you need them for pieces? Really, most of the molds that I use are handmade and hand constructed by a human, not a machine. So they're not going to be perfect, which is totally okay. I'm not bashing anybody who hand makes molds, but some of them have been slightly off with leveling. So I'll set the mold on the table, pick a level to go in there, and just make sure that the mold itself is level before actually putting the flowers in there to do it. It's also great for if you're like flood coating or top coating anything, to make sure the piece is level so you don't have resin running over the sides if you're not actually trying to like flood coat. If you're just top coating, it's a great thing to have. And the last one is having a tweezer set. I'm down to 2. The ones that I actually have a whole set that I got off of Amazon, and I'll link it for you. This is actually what it looks like, but having all different sizes, like lengths, shortness, having curves, different ways that they work to be able to, like, if you drop flowers or something, or a hair gets in a mold and you're just trying to get that out, little petals break off, using these to like get into the mold without having to use your hands, because sometimes you just can't fit your hands down there. So these are really great to have, and like I said, this particular set has a bunch of different sizes and a bunch of different shapes, so I love these guys a lot. Were you surprised by any of these items? Do you have a favorite one that I just showed you today? I'd love to know if you also have any unique tools that you use too. Let me know in the comments. And if you'd like to purchase any of these tools, I have links to all of them in the description below for you. And if you found this video to be helpful, make sure that you give it a like, and if you're not already, hit that subscribe button to be notified of my next video. I share new videos every week and would love to see you here next time. And as always, if you ever have any questions or want to learn something specific, let me know in the comments. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next time.